How annoying is that? County Mall. Yeah, I see you, you idiot. This is where the people come to do their road test, get their license. The car double parked right there is waiting, most likely. Where they come to DMV so you can get your license, your road test. Cross County Mall right here in Yonkers. I just got a new phone mount, but I don't like it. It's really not working out. But yeah, we in Yonkers by the Cross County Mall, heading towards the Bronx. Nice day today. Nice day, warm, good morning, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? You know the vibes. Welcome to New York City, Yonkers. Zach, what's up? Good afternoon. No turn on red. This is Westchester. Normally you can turn everywhere. You can turn on red just about everywhere here. Except for, yeah, you're in New York City right now. You're in Yonkers. We're in Yonkers heading into the Bronx. Had a honk the horn. We're gonna go down Webster Avenue. Try to see how the Bronx is living. And this is Yonkers again. New York, baby. Welcome to New York City. And I got this new phone mount. That's what you see in the. It's really like starting to tick me off, man. To see it in the screen. I'm not too excited about that. But yeah, we right here in Yonkers, Mile Square Road. Gas is $2.99 for regular out here. You're in New York City. But yeah, we're heading out to the Bronx. We're on Kimball Avenue, Mile Square Road. These lights normally turn green fast here. This is what I was saying too. We're in Yonkers, right? A traffic ticket here will be $15, $20, and in the Bronx, since it's New York, it'll be like $60, $65. Same ticket, same type of summit. Let's say street parking. It's crazy. But yeah, man, gotta figure out something with the mount because that's not gonna work like that. I have to do something coming up. You know? Hopefully everybody's gonna have a good holiday season. Eat a lot and gain a little, right? Hopefully everybody got somewhere to be. Hopefully I ain't gotta be at work. You know? But if you have to be at work, do it like you're doing it for TV. This is Yonkers Avenue. We are in Yonkers, but this is Yonkers Avenue. So we're gonna make a left turn here and go down to the road that becomes Webster. Yeah, beautiful sunny day out here, and it's nice too. It's not cold. Yesterday was a little brisky over here on this side, but today you could get away with a sweater, and then you'll be sick for Thanksgiving. That's how the weather changes here. But not today. It's definitely a nice, beautiful sunny day. This is again, this is heavy Irish over here. This is Woodlawn area. A lot of Irish folks on this side. From here to the next main intersection, a lot of Irish presence. A lot of lads on this side. But yeah, welcome to Yonkers. I can't even swivel this thing the way I used to with the other one. I don't like this. And you can see it on the screen. Don't like this. The one I have is better, but the phone is heavy now, so it doesn't want to hold it up. There's always something, right, with life. Yonkers Ave and Bronx Terrace. See how quickly we'll go from Yonkers into the Bronx. I consider all of this the Bronx. And again, you are in Yonkers, but sometimes you just forget. It's literally one step. One step will have you in the Bronx, you know, one foot in the Bronx, one foot in Yonkers. Yeah, we're gonna make the right here. This is Bronx River Road, but it turns into Webster Avenue. Webster Avenue. A lot of people are going to get their license today. I see a lot of people at the road test site and a lot of driving schools, so it's like a lot of people are trying to get licensed today. Good luck to you all. Don't be no rubberneckers. If there's an accident, mind your business. Don't cause more traffic. You know what I mean? Rubberneckers want to see what's happening. Ain't gonna help the problem. At that light, we'll be in the Bronx. Traffic light, not these lights. Right around this way over here. No, actually, we're still in Yonkers. This is the next two lights. We'll be in the Bronx. We'll be by Gun Hill Road and all that stuff. 233rd. We'll be going by the Bronx Zoo, Botanical Garden, by that side over there. We'll call them out as we pull it up. You know what I mean? this same strip, you would end up in how do you call that over there? You were to take this to 161st and make a right, you'll be in Yankee Stadium. This same road. But yeah, this is a pretty long strip. And I lied again. Jesus. We're still in Yonkers. This is McLean, after McLean. True story, after McLean becomes the Bronx. I just realized these guys turning to the left. I should have went to the right. We do it now because he's going to the right. Got a little pizzeria there. Get your pizza on. New York City slice. You got the little deli there next to it. Yeah, this mount is... I'm taking this back. I'm not happy with this. But yeah, right there, excuse me, right there it says Bronx River Road, and now as we cross the street, now is Webster. Now we're in the Bronx. I just learned something myself. Webster finishes right there on McLean Avenue. Thought it was longer. I said it takes you into Yonkers, and it does take you into Yonkers. Not as far as I thought it would. Did not even see that stop sign there, guys. True story. That's new there. Guy behind me hit the brakes hard. Same thing. Was not expecting to stop there. This is Woodlawn Cemetery coming up. Cemetery is, I'm guessing they're all big, but this one is like, this joint is big. Bozo in the truck had a right signal and then decided, let me creep as slow as I possibly can. This was annoying, man. Maybe like that is better. You see it less. You got the Ubers. Everybody on scooters is doing Uber Eats and all DoorDash and every other food service that you got. There's 1,000 of them. But yeah, that's Woodlawn Cemetery right there. You're gonna see right now how long this joint is. Look, the car washes, right? You gotta get your car washed right here. Look, there's 1,000 of them on the street. And I'm only showing you the right side, but you'll see the ones on the left side. But yeah, the cemetery too, I said. This whole thing. This whole strip. Look, car wash, both sides. That turned into a crazy strip here. And they're not Uber taxis, they're Uber eating. They don't allow you to ride on the, oh, the dog's wilding out. They don't allow you to pick up passengers on scooters and stuff out here. Like Uber. Regular Uber eating. But yeah, look how long this cemetery is. And again, I'm pretty sure a lot of cemeteries are big, but this hasn't finished yet. And then this goes up the whole block. This is a big block. The one we're driving down and going the opposite way as well. Adjacent. The joint is huge. Webster Avenue. Still going. Still going. All that is the cemetery. You see, it starts to end over here. Or it's coming to an end. get your car washed. There's 1,000 car washes on this strip. Still finishes right here. Right where the building starts, the cemetery finishes. That's a little more than a mile. A little more than a mile. This is Gun Hill Road right here. Gun Hill Road in the Bronx. You're doing construction everywhere out here right now. Everywhere you go, there's construction going on. Putting up buildings everywhere. They fixing streets. They causing traffic is what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's out of control. Oh, we'll be passing by Fordham Road. I'm not gonna turn on Fordham because during the day you're gonna see the amounts of traffic that Fordham Road creates. It's ridiculous. You try to drive up Fordham Road right now, it's like going into Manhattan or trying to cross the George Washington Bridge. Every time if you ever came into New York, if you ever driven from Jersey or anywhere, from that side, Maryland, Virginia, anything like that, if you ever driven in and had to drive, to the George Washington, there's always traffic. I don't know why. There's not even any tolls there no more. They say, yeah, once we get rid of the toll booth, the traffic will get better. Yeah, right. It'll get better. There's always traffic there. Got tons of flat fixes here. Got a couple of car washes. Speed limit is 25 here, but could go a little faster. But yeah, we're gonna be passing Bedford Park coming up. Bedford Park right there where the Botanical Garden. At night you can see all the lights. It looks real nice over there in Botanical Garden. They did an amazing job over there. Wow. It looks dirty. What looks dirty? The street? Come clean them. Street sweeper hasn't passed yet. They're gonna come sweep them up in the next 15-20 minutes. We're not gonna be here. They're gonna come and sweep them up. It'll be clean by the next time. But yeah, all these buildings are new. All these buildings you see here, less than 10 years. Some of them are just been built, aren't even open yet. One here on the left hasn't even been open yet. This is everywhere. Just putting them up everywhere. All these buildings are new. I'm telling you, if you ever lived in New York and you came and left, you'll come back and be like, I'm lost. But I'm gonna clean them right now, man. I'm gonna pull over right now. I'll get to it, my brother. But yeah. They just constructing everywhere. This is where they did the movie Shaft. You ever seen that movie with Samuel L. Jackson? They did it right here, out of this precinct. Again, I can't turn this damn up. Take it off. Right over here. This precinct here. I think it's the 52nd precinct. They did Shaft there. through the parkway right here. We're gonna be making a turn right here on Bedford. Yeah, this is New York, the Bronx. New York City, the Bronx. We just came from Yonkers on Bedford Park. As soon as I make this left turn, you'll see the Botanical Garden. A part of it, at least. But yeah, look, as you see, as we make this turn, you're gonna see right here. The building that's next to it is new, and the one that they're building, well, right? It's called building. That's what they're doing. They're building it. It's ridiculous, I'm telling you. Soon you're gonna look out the window and just see another building. Not even gonna see the sky. Definitely. This is what the movies don't show you, you know? New construction. Right ahead of us is the Bronx. Sorry, the Botanical Garden. It's the Botanical Garden right there. I'm gonna show you the entrance right now. Oh, and Fordham University too. Fordham University's here on the right. To the right is Fordham University. To the left is Botanical Garden. That's the field right there. Let's see if I can see the scoreboard at least. Show y'all the scoreboard at least. This damn mountain. Trees ain't helping either. Let me see if I could. But yeah, this is Fordham University right here. And like I said, on the left side where you see those tall trees, that's the Botanical Garden. See if I can. Where the heck is it? Again, they did it up, man. This year they did a lot of nice lighting. Looks real good. You gotta love taxis for this. This is a cab in front of us. You know what I mean? He's there pumping the... Come on, get out the way, bro. What are you doing? And this one, go around them so I could go around them. Dummy. Oh yeah, my apologies for that. He's just there, he's trying to figure out where he's going. Like, bro, do you have a GPS? What the man? Now the crime's not, well, the crime is, you know, man, it's like everywhere. Things happen daily. This is a big old city. This is the melting pot, you know what I mean? We got everybody here. You know, tempers always clash. Let me take this back off so I can show you the Bronx Zoo sign. I'm not gonna zoom in because word, New York City drivers, bro, especially the cabs. The cabs are the worst. They'll stop right in front of you to pick up a passenger, bro. Yeah, that's the Bronx Zoo right there. And again, the Bronx Zoo takes up this whole strip. This whole strip. New York City drivers aren't too bad, you know. I mean, all drivers. We can all have our moments. I have turned into a lane without looking sometimes. You know, I'm guilty of it. I can't blame someone when they do. But again, he was just driving like he was lost. Like he's asking the passenger for directions. You know, like, are we gonna stop right here? Either way. Since 2320 Southern Boulevard. You look that up? That's that Bronx Zoo. Man, it's bright. This is the area I grew up in. I grew up in over here on 183rd in Crotona. Oh no, our roads are bad, my brother. Our roads, huh? Just that I'm going a little slow, but normally every hole that there is to find in the streets, I find it, you heard? Some of the roads are good. I don't know how it looks. I've never been out there. Maybe one day I'll go out there. But look right here, the unevenness, you know, which I mean, is what it is. They have good suspension and tires out here, because if not, you won't be stuck. This is the main entrance for the Bronx Zoo. I don't even know if y'all seen anything, because I can't see shit. The sun is like in my eye. We're gonna turn off, because the sun is like, we're driving right into the sun, so I can't see anything. I don't know if you guys can see anything. We're gonna turn, Jesus, see what I'm saying? Turn right here on 182nd. Oh! Take you where I grew up at, the projects. These are the projects I grew up in, y'all. You feel me? Right over here. You know, it's crazy. There's a lot of these little car washes, these portable car washes and all that. And my boy came down from Miami, one of my friends, and he started that. He started that wave, and he didn't make anything happen with it. And everyone else, that turned like into an empire. Everywhere you go, there's car washes. India. Does India have, I'm not trying to be funny, but does India has roads? Like some places that I be watching videos, I be watching like when they going up, hold on, I'll tell you right now, they be going up mountains and all that, and the road is like, the car don't even fit, but it's like those roads are scary out there. 6ix9ine, he lives in Brooklyn, bro. I'm in the Bronx. 6ix9ine lives far from me. This is the projects I grew up in. This is 2260 Crotona. It's called 2260 Crotona Avenue, but this is Prospect where we're at right now. But you're not wrong borough, brother. 6ix9ine is Brooklyn. I'm in the Bronx. Cardi B, Jennifer Lopez, Big Pun, Fat Joe, you know, to name a few. Rocksteady Crew. I don't know if anybody's old. I wasn't around for this era, but I know about it only because this is where I grew up. And Rocksteady Crew was from here as well, from Crotona. They used to, you know, disperse out of here. But yeah, this was my building right here, 183rd in Crotona. That used to be a dentist thing right there. Now it's a chicken spot. Funny enough, they put in a building there. That's why you see that. They put in another building. And or another building. Oh, I'm gonna take you out of Little Italy since we're here. The Bronx is Little Italy. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out through here. This is where I used to hang out a lot when I was younger. This is where we all congregated at. The old hood. But beyond 187th and Crotona Avenue, we're gonna make the left right here on 187. And we got to go by the light. Jay's Louise. Okay, this is 187th and Crotona Avenue. This is where Little Italy, Bronx Tale, all that over here. You feel me? When we were younger, you know, you couldn't go through here, you heard? What's going on, Alex? When you was younger, it was like you just couldn't go through Little Italy. You feel me? Like, there was just not with people passing through there like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you weren't Italian, most of the, not 9 out of 10 times, if not 8 out of 10 times, you were getting chased out of there. That's how it was back then, you know. But luckily, it's changed now. Again, the Bronx and everywhere else in New York has changed, people. Feel free to come visit us. You know, you can walk around here. Everything is fine, you know. The rules apply to everywhere. You know, if I go to anywhere and I'm in somebody's business, I'm just gonna, you know. But if you mind, you'll be fine. So we're here on Camberlin and 187. You ready? Nothing but this is where they did Bronx Tale. We're coming up on it right now. Not here. This is still our section. Once we pass right here is when it gets heavy Italian. This is still, you know, Puerto Ricans and blacks and Dominicans. The minorities on this side. Minorities are to here. Italians are minorities to here. We are minorities. But yeah, right here, heavy Italian. This is Little Italy right here. I'm gonna pull over here. Just to show you the quick little one. My window don't work neither, guys. But yeah. Window don't go down. So I'm doing YouTube, y'all. Trying to get my window repaired. I'm gonna just hold the phone for this quick little thing. Boom. They got the best pastries out here, you heard? The best pastries in the world. Or maybe just in the Bronx. But delicious. Of course, this is all Italian here. This is all Italian. Look, all those people you see there, you see that line? They there to get mozzarella, sausage, whatever they're going to get. Then you got some zombies here. You know what I mean? We got the Walking Dead here. And but yeah, that's Full Moon Pizza. They changed it now to Mezzaluna, but that's Full Moon Pizza. This is Little Italy. Yeah? Everything here is majority Italian owned and run for years. My whole life, this has been like this. Here we go. The firemen are always here. There's never a fire. They're just always here getting food. And that's a true story. Yeah, this is real famous. This spot right here, I'm gonna have to make a left turn because this spot is real famous. Telltale, I believe that's how you call it. A lot of people love this thing here. I ain't gonna front, it's nostalgic. I love it because I've been seeing it all my life and it's still here. So now, you know, that I've gotten older, I'm like, wow. It's crazy. When I was in school, my teacher was Miss Adio, and her parents owned the bakery. Literally, she would bring us down here, and we would get, you know, they would give us like little breadsticks and stuff, fish and tissue. There used to be a lot of cigar bars out here. They would roll and smoke cigars, and they would just hang out smoking cigars. You know what I mean? There was a lot of like little clubs and stuff like that, like social clubs. That's all gone now. I came back this way to show y'all. This is my favorite. My favorite pastries are from here, Artuso. Oh gosh. Make that left right there. C-Town. Get your supermarket on. For that. But yeah, now this is my favorite right here, man. Artuso's. And again, you know, since I'm from here, right? When we were younger, I'm sure he still does it. You come here at like 2, 3 in the morning, no lie. You come here like 2, 3 in the morning. Let me see if the door's still there. But yeah, you will come here at 2, 3 in the morning and you knock on the side door there. And he will come out and he'll give you pastries, you know what I mean? Like freshly baked pastries. Nah, the door's not there no more. They redid it. Old man might not even be there anymore. This is another bakery. This thing has been there. Imagine, it says it's been there since 1967. I'm not born in 1967, but as long as I've been alive, that bakery has been there. And you know, you don't see a lot of things. You don't see a lot of things here for 20, 30 years. We'll bust another UE so we can go back to finish. I was trying to show y'all the telltale. But we're gonna go back to show you the ending of Arthur Avenue there. It's not a long strip. But again, everything is Italian inspired there. Italian and now Albanian. Now Albanians are starting to come in. Or maybe they've been there. Again, you know, I'm not saying that they just came in. I'm just saying I see their presence on like some of the how you call it, like the establishments and stuff like that. What's going on? Green light and we just sitting here. What's up? See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. Absolutely no traffic, they're making it. But yeah, in a lot of these stores, well, the stores, the bodegas, what we will call them. But a lot of these stores are 24 hours. You know, the delis and stuff like that. And this deli across the street, I'm gonna move over a little. The best pizza, I mean, here, it used to be Joe's, which was behind us. That was Italian owned. They're no longer there. On 187, on Arthur Avenue, I'd be lying to you because I didn't eat pizza from there. I ate pizza from there, but I didn't frequently eat the pizza from there. A lot of people swear by Full Moon, which we're gonna see it again right now, but I personally didn't like it. I mean, pizza's pizza. It's hard to mess it up, but you can't mess it up. But you know, I like my pizza a little crispy. I mean, I don't mind it to be a little chewy and all that sometimes. But yeah, look, let me reverse. I'm gonna reverse. Let me show you. This is to get cheese or whatever they're getting in there. But you see they got a little line there? It's called Casa de la Mozzarella. Casa de la Mozzarella. Now, some chewy pizza's good. Some chewy pizza's good. Like when you get a fresh pie and they didn't toast it, I like it like that. But again, I gotta see the pizza too. If I don't like the way it looks, I'm not buying it. Look at this here. I'm telling you, the firemen are all here to get, you know, cheese and meats. It's ridiculous. And it's kind of crazy because you hardly get tickets here. You could double park your car here, go get meat. You've seen the line over there. You know, you could pull over to go get some cheese. Rare the time a cop will ticket you here. It's rare the time. Again, not saying it doesn't happen, but it's rare. This was actually a good pizza here. I remember eating from here a couple of times. This blue awning. I can't even turn the camera. It's called Ivana's Pizzeria. That was pretty high. But yeah, Joe's was the best. Joe's was the best. Let me see if I find a parking. I'm gonna just jump out and walk through Little Italy real quick. But this is our Little Italy. Is it here? Nah, this is not. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna pull it. I'm confusing these two. Let me reverse and then I'm gonna jump out real quick. I just didn't know where these two older people were going. Yeah. I'm gonna show you. This market in here, yo, this is like a whole nother world. They got videos of this place right here. They say the best pizza's in here, no lie. They say that the best pizza in the whole New York City is in there. In this market. Again, I've gone in there a few times when I was younger, but I couldn't tell you how the pizza is. You know what I mean? I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I told you I had a piece of pizza from there, because I had no. A slice of pizza. Oh, but yeah, man. This is it. This is the ending of the Little Italy strip. But again, there's eateries on both sides. There's nothing but restaurants and sausage this and cheese that, and you're ready. This is St. Barnabas Hospital. I don't know if anybody, I don't know where everybody's watching from, but I don't know if you guys ever heard of when that little kid was, that little kid Junior. Something had happened. I don't remember exactly the whole full story, but tragically, you know, they took his life. A bunch of kids, like maybe 6 or 7 kids. That was here. I'm gonna take you up to there right now. There's a little mural there. But yeah, that was literally right here. So again, you know, the crime is up and down. Like, you know, things happen everywhere. You know, not just here. Every day something's happening wherever you're from, wherever I'm from. And again, like I said the last time, if you listen to all that, you won't travel anywhere. You know, you'll be scared to leave where you live at, because if you hear the news and be like, just this morning, I wake up, put on the news, and I hear breaking news: someone was fatally stabbed in Times Square. You know, they found him at like 1 in the morning. And I'm like, again, Times Square, this is Manhattan. Not saying, you know, a lot of people think, oh yeah, go to Manhattan, you're safe there. Like, listen, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Wherever. But yeah, funny, well, again, not funny. Not funny. But that video, if y'all know who I'm talking about, Junior, they got, you know, that happened right here. This is the building. If you haven't seen, that's the store that the little shorty ran in and jumped in, and then they pulled him out of the store. It was like 6 guys or 7 guys, and, you know, took his life. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. But yeah, everything happened right here. Those videos that you see, that's the building. That's the store that he ran into. You know what I mean? And right there, there's a little mural of him. There's a little mural of him here. That's Junior. You know what I mean? And then there's another one that happened in 2018. So again, I don't know if you guys seen it. That was like, it made it, you know, I don't know if it made, you know, the whole world news. You know, I didn't know if it went worldwide. But yeah, that happened here. And again, to show you, I don't know if you see where I just showed you how the mural is literally 1 block, a city block. But I would say, man, let me count the cars real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say maybe like 10 cars long. You know what I mean? The strip is like 10 cars long. So literally from where he was, where it happened to him at, you know, where the tragic events happened to him, so where the hospital is 10 car lengths. You know what I mean? Well, let's give it 15 because he has to cross the street. But unfortunately, you know, he didn't make it. And, you know, he literally passed away right here, in front right here. Once the light changes, you'll see. He was there, you know what I mean? Nobody helped him. That's why when I was watching those videos, it got me upset, because it's like, wow, he was in the hospital. He lived, you know what I mean? Like a 2-second walk from the hospital. But the light is gonna catch us, which is fine, because look, that's where he passed away, right there in that little booth to the right. His block was literally, I want to say 15 car lengths. 15 car lengths. And nobody wanted to help him. He was right there. You know, nobody wanted to touch him. Nobody wanted nothing. But unfortunately, you know, with the good and the bad. Yeah, one of them did. One of them did die. And here come the cops. So I get to eat the light. Nah, I can't eat it. They get it around. Nah, but I'm still gonna eat it. Yeah, I'm gonna still take it. I had to move anyway. But yeah, you know, again, the good with the bad. You know, good things happen, bad things happen. Right now we're on 3rd Avenue. Again, that's the hospital there. You can cross from one side to the other. But yeah, man, that's just so unfortunate with that shorty. And then, like I said, this morning there was breaking news that a 30-year-old, 25 to 30-year-old, he was in an altercation and a fatal stabbing. That, you know, and it's like, yo, we are literally 3 days from Thanksgiving, right? 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, 3 days away from Thanksgiving. And it's like, man, that was somebody's, you know, somebody. So they're looking for 3 people, but that was somebody's son, that was somebody's, you know, brother, uncle, maybe father. It's like, it's crazy, man. Like, people don't care about lives no more. Like, and that's everywhere. Like, I remember seeing not too long ago the guy on the train on the bus that did the same to the younger lady. You know, hit her in the neck. But it's like, wow, things are crazy. And again, every now and then it's funny because I was gonna post a video. I took a trip down to 42nd. Funny enough, not too long ago. I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago at like 1:30 in the morning, just because I was bored and I can do that. I can get on the train and go downtown to Times Square or wherever I decide to. So I said, let me go downtown. Literally, got on the train, went downtown, took some, video, and, had a $1.50 slice. Those are the best slices because they're $1.50. Nah, they are right. They are right. But, yeah, I did all that, and, again, I was by myself. And thank the Lord, because I'm not saying that I'm nobody, I'm not invincible. But luckily, through the graces of God, I go and I come at 1:30 in the morning. So if I went at 1:30 in the morning, I'm taking the train at 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? And again, it's just the way you move. God knows what they were into or what he was into. Again, I go downtown, but I don't go downtown with, 10 gold chains on, and, you gotta know what you do. Most people, we cause our own problems. You know what I mean? We cause our own problems. Look at the street sweeper. Is he still here? Look, I told you they were gonna sweep and mop. I don't know if you're still here, my brother, but look, they sweeping and mopping, yeah? Look at this guy. Again, nobody knows what to do. Should we pull over? What are we doing? What are we doing here? But yeah, we're on 180th. 180th Street and La Fontaine. Tremont Avenue's to the right. I'm gonna go down to that big building over there, that's Southern Boulevard. Again, that's where the Bronx Zoo is, but the Bronx Zoo's to the left, so we're gonna go to the right. Go under the 2 train towards Southern Boulevard. She was moving in that section. That's the Hush Point section and all that like that. That would be Big Pun section. You know what I mean? Happy holidays. Try to stay safe. I say try because, again, you don't even have to. Sometimes the problem's not with you. You get dragged into it. Hopefully nobody has to deal with none of that this holiday season, because, again, craziest things happen when the holidays are here. You got some good steak sandwiches right here. 676 East Grocery Corp. It's on 180th and Crotona. They had the good steak sandwich. If you're ever out here, come through there. Get a steak sandwich and then holler at me and tell me if it was trash. If it was trash, we'll get you a partial refund. know what I mean? Yeah, Mapes Pool. We used to come to the pool over here when we were younger. And you know, like everything else, everything has a stigma in the Bronx. Like Orchard Beach is no good, the pools are no good, everything is bad here. It's like, damn, man, give us a break. Like, the Bronx is actually a nice place, man. You might come here and have some fun. You heard? Don't believe the hype. Don't believe, you know. Don't believe everything you hear and see. Because you know how it is. People is trying to go viral. So people clip. We're in the clipping culture. So people will clip something and you're ready. Now you're like, oh yeah, there's nothing but rats in the Bronx. That's not, nah, man. Nah, not true. Yeah, that's the pool right there on the right side. Again, I can't swivel this mountain. It's really starting to take me off. But yeah, we're gonna make this right here on Southern Boulevard, head towards Tremont Avenue. Tremont Avenue. A lot of memories on Tremont. Figure I didn't used to go to Fordham because Tremont was closer. It was walking distance. Fordham was walking distance too, but just a longer walk. I was not trying to do that. And Tremont had a lot of good places to shop in too. You know what I mean? Probably gonna have to end this live. My mom keeps calling me. And I've already ignored it 2-3 times. Soon she'll put an APB out. Saw how I was going over there. Later. But you're ready. It's like it's later now. So like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So she's like, it's later. But yeah, this is East Tremont right here. A lot of strips of eateries, a lot of sneaker and clothing stores, discounts. Man, let me turn this on. That sun is like really horrible. Sun is horrible. I mean, it's not horrible. You know what I mean. The screen is not looking too good. Yeah, I keep doing it too. I keep going, driving towards the sun instead of driving, you know, with it behind me. I keep driving towards the sun. This is it. Once I make this right, I'm not going to drive back towards it. Promise. I promise, my people. But yeah, this is East Tremont Strip. Get everything here too, you know? Come food shopping, get jewelry, get hats, get whatever you need, man. Come see the doctor. Get your pharmaceutical needs sorted out. Got everything you may need, my people. VIM, we used to go there a lot when we were younger. Now, I don't think anybody goes to VIM. I don't think anybody goes there, but they have to because it's still in business. But yeah, this used to be the #1 spot here for like Puerto Rican food and all that, but now it changed hands, and I can't say it's bad, but I can't say it's no longer for my palate, you know. But if you're in the area, try it out, let me know. But yeah, it changed. It's not as good as it used to be to me. You might come and be like, you know, that's the best thing, especially when they don't have certain things. Like I'm out here in the Bronx, right, in New York. We're not known for having brisket or barbecue and stuff. This place is for it, but we're not known for it. So, you know, I've gone to Buc-ee's. I don't know if anybody's ever gone to Buc-ee's, and that's a gas station that people are like, oh, you go to eat brisket from Buc-ee's. Well, that's the only place I've gotten it from. You feel me? And I like it. You know what I mean? Again, is the sandwich gonna win an award? Is the brisket gonna win it? Maybe not. But it's good. And again, that's not from my region, so again, what I'm trying to say is you can get some stuff that I find trashy and you love it. And it might be good for you. I don't know if y'all know about Jimbo's. Jimbo's is good. My fault. But Jimbo's is good. If you want a burger, they make a good burger. I don't know, y'all probably like a burger. You get a burger anyway. But no, they burgers are good. Always made on the spot. Delicious. Here we are back on Persona Avenue. Again, this is just like Fordham Road, you know what I mean? Same type of strip. Same type of strip. If you come in a shop, if you come in, you know what I mean? This is where you are. Gotta be careful. I can't go ahead of the cops because they see I'm recording. Pull my ass over. We'll wait for this light to turn green and we'll keep it pushing, my people. Got the little taqueria right there. You hear? They got their tacos on. Let me show ya. This is Chase Bank. City Jeans. Yeah. Hopefully they're not. He's just getting into the car. Lucky thing. They're way out of here. But yeah. This is you get everything here. You got Popeyes, you got Little Caesars, you got pizza, you got regular pizza, you got McDonald's, you got everything you can think of. You know what I mean? If you can't find something to eat here, I would say a picky eater is an understatement. This is good pizza over here. Oh, we just passed the good pizza. Linda's Pizza right here on East Tremont. Linda's, if you're ever in the Bronx, come to East Tremont, go to Linda's. It's in between Crotona. I forget the other block. But Linda's Pizza. Highly recommended. Delicious pizza. Funny because I was just about to say, yeah, this is a good pizza here too. There's nothing there. It's gone. This is what I'm saying. Like, here 1 minute, gone the next. Even with the buildings and the establishments here. Because I literally was coming to tell you, I was about to tell you the pizza shop. It's gone. But yeah, I see people come and go, so you're ready. Happy holidays to everybody. Before you go, happy holidays. You're ready. Have a safe holiday. Eat a lot, gain a little. Don't get into any trouble. Don't drink and drive. Drink, but don't drive. You know what I mean? If you drink. If you don't drink, don't drink. But if you drink, drink responsibly. But look, right here, there was a pizza shop. Gone, bro. Oh my God. Unreal. Look at this, Colorado. Again, this is New York City, baby. We're going to start seeing Colorado. We're going to start, the whole world is going to be here in the next few days. There's nothing to see Florida plates, Jersey plates, and all of that. But again, you're going to start seeing Colorado, Vermont, New Hampshire. You're going to see California. Like, I just seen a Texas plate. Alabama, festivities. I'm gonna try to go down to the Macy's parade. I'm gonna try, but most of the time those things are unwalkable. It's like I want to go, but it's just like you gotta go and just stand in one spot, and it's like I got ADD. You know what I mean? I can't stand in the same spot for no 2-3 hours. Like I want to move around. You know what I mean? So I went to the thing, to the Halloween joint. Man, I had a good old time. But at the same time, I was like, why'd I come down here? You know what I mean? The amount of people traffic at that. When it came time to get on the train to come back uptown from Manhattan on the Halloween parade. I was like, God forbid something happens. We're gonna die here. You know what I mean? That's how many people were on the subway at the same time. Yo, he's just gassing it, bro. He fits through it. He's just... Traffic for nothing, man. Traffic for absolutely nothing. This is an industrial area over here. 3rd Avenue is to our left. We're right off of 3rd Avenue. Pass gate. Again, this is the Junior block. The kid, Justice for Junior. This is his block here. All the way back there. I'm gonna bust a U, show you some of this controlled graffiti. We got a lot of controlled graffiti. Then you got people that are just writing their names and shit, you know? Like, show y'all right here. I gotta take this off. Hopefully I don't lock the phone again. That's the I-95 going into Jersey. There's always traffic there. There's always traffic there. Hush Point. You can head to Hush Point if you jump on there. Put this back on. Again, sorry for this mount, guys. This mount is like really irking me. But yeah, this is the Cross Bronx Expressway right above us. It turns into the I-95. We're not gonna go there, but I'm gonna go straight just so you can see the sign. We're gonna go towards Crotona Park. Yeah, that's the Cross Bronx right there. And we're gonna keep going up. This is Crotona Park here. Bunch of good memories here, playing football and coming to the pool and picnics. And you're ready. The pool is there to the right. Wait till it snows a lot and I'm gonna bring my kids here. We used to take pieces of cardboard and slide down we didn't have sleds, so we would take, and actually the cardboard was better. For some reason or another, we would put the clear tape on it and it was faster than the sled was, lighter than the sled was. Right, this park, if you from here, the Brooks, my brother, what's up? If you still on here, yeah man, this park is, again, if you're from the Bronx, you know. People talk they talk down on it a lot, but if you're from here, you know. You have a lot of good times here, a lot of good places. Imagine they do the tennis thing here. What is it, the US Open? Happens right here. Right here in Crotona Park. So, that should tell you something, you know what I mean? But even though they shut it down, you can still drive through, but they shut down some of the entrances, but you can still drive through. You know, whenever the US Open and all that's happening. And again, we're going with the sun, guys. My apologies. But yeah, this is Crotona Park. We have a good old time here. Again, the pool's there. Man, I've known to come here at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, to get a spot, because in the summertime, you know, you don't get here. I've come here at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've stood here till midnight. I've known what it is to be there all day long, you know. Again, always a good time, always a good vibe. The Bronx is a good vibe, yeah? Don't be scared to come out here. You're gonna have a good old time, and you're gonna see it. This is New York. We welcome everybody. The only time that we have issues with people is when you're in the business. When you get into people's business, that's when problems start. You know what I mean? But as long as you mind your business, you'll be here and you'll have a good old time. Well, for real, that's what we used to do. We would take cardboard and we would put the clear the clear tape on it, and we would slide down. Again, it was way faster than people who had sleds, and it was lighter. That was the thing, though. If you didn't put tape on it and you did it 2-3 times, it got wet, and now you gotta find another cardboard box. But it was either that or get a garbage bag, a black garbage bag, and throw the cardboard inside the garbage bag. That we would slide down there. You're ready. All gas, no brakes. Word. Super, extremely. You know, we didn't even realize we were doing weight reduction back then. But yeah, this is Boston Road and Wilkins Ave. We're in the Bronx, ladies and gentlemen. Happy holidays to everybody who's coming in case y'all leave immediately. Happy holidays. Be safe this holiday. Welcome to the Bronx, New York. Here we are. I'm gonna go under the train right now, the 2 train. This will take us into Southern Boulevard. This will take us again. This is Big Pun's area. He was from this area over here. You know? Yeah, that's the 2 train right there. I used to ride that train a lot when I would go down. I used to live on this side when I was younger. That was the train. I would have to take the 9 bus over there on Southern Boulevard in front of the Bronx Zoo. I would have to take the 9 bus to West Farms, either the 9 or the 19. Either it would take me to West Farms, the 9, or the 19 will bring me over here to Southern Boulevard, and I will get on the train right there. Not here, not on Freeman. I will get on 174th. And this was the train I used to have to use to travel when I was, when I didn't have a vehicle. I was a younger man with no money. Now I'm a older man with no money. You feel me? Bendiciones. You're ready. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, man, everybody be safe. I was just saying, I seen breaking news this morning that a 25 to 30-year-old was fatally stabbed in Times Square. It was like, wow, 3 days. Again, you figure that the holidays change for that family forever, because now anytime Thanksgiving comes around, you got to deal with the death of that person. That is like, I'm saying, sometimes you get into something in the street, somebody bumps you. I suggest in these days that we're in, you tell them you're sorry they bumped into you, just so you can make it back home. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not caring about what you got going on, and you got a family, and you got to make it home to them. So, if you get into any discussions and stuff, just let it go, man. It ain't worth it. It really ain't worth it, especially in the holidays. I mean, it's not worth it any day, but again, you don't want the holidays to be messed up for the family. You know what I mean? But here we're about to be on Southern Boulevard, another major shopping area. So again, if you were from this side of town, you normally wouldn't travel Fordham Road to go, you wouldn't go to Fordham Road to shop because you got Southern Boulevard. Just like me, I live by the Bronx Zoo, so Tremont was closer. They had, sneaker stores and this, that, and that, so I would go there. But, either way, you did it however you did it. Some people only wanted to shop on Fordham. So even if they had this strip, they're like, I'm not going there, I'm going to Fordham. Fordham was a lot more. They had a lot more. A lot more selection back then. Now it's like everything is online. I don't see, again, a lot of these stores, they're still around, but a lot of them are like, a lot of them are just disappearing because people are buying online. And honestly, it's like, for the holidays, Black Friday, you go to a store. We're on Southern Boulevard, you go to a store and the lines, it's like you don't want to deal with the line. It's like so much easier to order it online and have it to the door. You don't like it, return it. Now I gotta go back to the store, fight on the whole line again. I just told you, I don't fight with people, but here you go. I'm on the line fighting because, you know, I gotta return this and this person bumped me, stepped on my foot, like, you know. So again, I think the online thing, it messed up the stores, but it's kind of better in one sense. Look, $1.50 slice, y'all. I was telling you about Manhattan. It's $1.50 slice. And again, you figure the slices now, and let me show you again. The slices now, we're in the Bronx, like something like $5, right? So imagine you pay $5 and you get a trashy slice. This is $1.50, and I guarantee you that every single time you get this $1.50 one, you'll be like, damn, for the $1.50, not bad. So again, you know, well, I spent $5 on a slice of pizza that you might just toss. Like, you know what? I've bought pizza in places that I take 2 bites out of it, and I'm like, this is no good, and I'll just eat the crust. That is, I just wasted $5-6 for nothing, because I don't mind spending money, but wasting it is something else. You know what I mean? And that was wasteful. Back in the days, this used to be right here. This turn on this corner right here. Turn this corner, I mean, you used to get, yes, yeah. Even if you went to Fordham Road for everything, you came here for coats. Jew Man used to be right here on this corner. Jew Man, that's literally what he called himself, and he would bargain with you. You know what I mean? It's no longer here. It used to be right here, right where Jimbo's and all that is. There's still a little small thing there, but that's not him though. The word, if something was $50 and you came there and you'd be like, yeah, how much is this? Oh, it's $50. Like, dang, I only got 45. He'd be like, all right, back, give me that. You know what I mean? Or, you know, next time you come, he remembers you. Next time you come, he knew he gave you that $5 discount, so, you know, he might mark up the next thing. You know what I mean? But in the moment, he dealt with you. You feel me? If you went with what you had, he definitely got you right with a coat, with a jacket, with a vest. It's no longer like that, but either way, we're on 163rd, ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Street. We're in the South Bronx, baby. We are in the South Boogie, Kelly Street. Get ready. 2 trains just passed by. This is, what could I say, man? My second home for a long time. I'm gonna move to the right here. I'm gonna show y'all. Again, I don't know who's watching. I don't know where y'all watching from. Some of y'all talk, some of y'all don't. Happy holidays. Hopefully, I didn't hear it 10 times, but happy holidays. Stay safe for the holidays. I don't know if anyone listens to rap music or, you know, hip hop or anything like that. I don't know if anybody does or doesn't that's here right now, but the rapper Big Pun, again, he was from this section. I'm gonna show you his mural right now. Wait for the light to turn green, I'll show you. It's literally a few seconds away once the light turns. But yeah, so this is again, they do tours here. They do tours in the Bronx. You'll see these big old, how you call those? What are those things called? The Greyhound buses and stuff like that, the charter buses. Normally, they probably passed already, but I want to say 5 to 6 times a day. They coming through here and people are getting off. People are taking pictures. People, you know what I mean? That's what they do. They just taking pictures. And yeah, this is the man right here, man. This is, you know, a lot of people come to see this. The tour literally comes here for this. The tour stops here for this. You're not Randall's, you're ready. I'm gonna cover the whole Bronx. So little by little, you feel me? Today we're on this side, but I'll be at Randall's for sure. But yeah, Big Pun. They changed this a lot too. They always changing it. They always redoing it. I'm not too far from Randall's though. I could jump on the highway. Randall's, where at in Randall's? Where you from in Randall's? But I'm here. Word up, R.I.P. One of the greats. Says he was born. Let me show you. Christopher Lee Reels, November 10, 1971, February 7, 2000. Hip hop's first Latin to go platinum. And he was from the Bronx. You feel me? So that's like our, you know, alongside of the Yankees. You know what I mean? Big Pun is like, but yeah, that's where you know, they hold him to a high regard out here. As of lately, you know, it's like everything, you know, time changes, and you know, the youth doesn't. I'm Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? And people are like I'm biased because of it, but really not. I'm just saying, if you've noticed like the reggaeton and all that stuff like that, those guys are so united. Like they don't talk down on each other. You know what I mean? A lot of the youth that's doing music now don't care about who started it. You know what I mean? They don't care about Big Pun. They don't care about, you know, the pioneers. And that's like, you know, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just like, again, this is what I'm saying. I'm taking, one day I'm not going to be in the Bronx. I'm going to move out of the Bronx, and I'm going to look back on these same videos, and I'm going to be like, wow, when I come back again to visit, I'll be like, wow, this used to be this, that. Oh, no, that wasn't this. This was like this for years. I could literally go back to the video like, no, look. Yeah, the music, the younger generation has no, I can't say all of them because it's not all of them, but a lot of the young generation has no, they don't care. They don't care about who came before them, who did what, you know. Again, that was the first Latin to go platinum in hip hop. Like, that is huge. Again, not to everyone, a bunch of people don't care. But again, that's huge. So, you know what I mean? Here in the Bronx, we hold them up regardless. It's Big Pun forever. You feel me? And yeah, this is Southern Boulevard again, but this is Hutch Point. This is the Hutch Point Street. I might have to mute this. I might have to call my mom. We call my mama. Because she's probably like, what is he doing? So let me just call her real quick. She probably won't even answer because she doesn't have this number. Work, bro. It's crazy now. It's crazy. And it's sad too. Hello, bendición. ¿Qué pasó? Sí, todo bien. ¿Cómo fue? Ok, estoy guiando más, te llamo ahora cuando voy para allá de camino. Nos hablamos ahora. Bendición, man. Yeah, I had to call Mama Dukes because she had called me already 4 times. And they here from Florida. They live in Florida, so you know, I told them I was going over there. It was like, hey, you here now? But yeah, that was the Hutch Point section. I don't go into Hutch Point too much because the cops cops is on something else, you feel me? The cops is just pulling me over for nothing. I mean, I got a headlight out, but it's broad daylight. Why would you pull me over by having a headlight out? Broad day. You know what I mean? So I just try to stay away from Hutch Point. And the car is tinted, so got the Charger boys behind us. I'm gonna go that way, you heard? I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go towards Randall's, you heard? It's on the other side, but don't worry. I ain't. Besides lying to my mom, telling her that I'm on my way over there. But now I'll do that. I'll go to Randall's and then I'll end it. I'll come back this way. I was literally over there. And that's how this is. Ave Maria. I did not want to get stuck at this light, but either way. It's nothing but new construction and storages here. By the time I come back, well, by the time when I leave and come back here, it's gonna be nothing but storages. Like, you can't live in the Bronx. You can only store stuff there. Like, what? But yeah, this 278. This also converts to the 95. This will take you into Co-op City. This will take you into Connecticut. This will take you up to Boston and all that other good stuff. Maine, all of that. I went to Maine not too long ago. I drove 5 hours to Maine to go pick up some interior for a car, and then I came back. 10-hour trip for some interior for a car. Bro, that's what it's seeming like here. It just seems like, again, all you see is storage. Look, there's a storage there in red and one in blue. And right, look, that's a storage, that's a storage, and look, a storage. That's what, you know, that's what it's becoming. Storage, storage, and storage. Like, what? I was like, yeah, that Tesla got that crazy burbles. It wasn't even the Tesla, it's that Honda. But I was like, what? They put a motor in there? They put a Mustang. It's about to be an accident. Well, I'm telling you, man, this ain't what it used to be. That's what I tell people too. That's why Bronx done changed a lot. A lot of gentrification happened here. Dude in the Mustang is over there wasting all his gas, and I can still see him. White Plains, Castle Hill. White Hills. Tarina and the Hutch and all of that. Yeah, welcome to New York. Welcome to the Bronx. Happy holidays, everybody. Stay safe. You know what I mean? Try to de-escalate always. I know some of you guys and some of you gals, you know, about that action, but sometimes, you know what I mean, we don't know what other people got going on, and some people might be unhinged. This is the season, you feel me? People is always on some BS right now, so you're ready, man. Don't get into no arguments with nobody. Just try to, you know what I mean, try to be cool. Mad at a 5-6 second decision, change your life forever, man. Yours and the ones around you too. But yeah, it's just Thrive's neck. If we were to keep on right here, the White Stone would take, all of them will take us to the same places: Queens, Brooklyn. But the Thrive's Neck will take us into Long Island. This is the way you would come to go to Long Island. Again, you can go to Queens or Brooklyn through here as well. But if you go to Long Island, this is the way you would come. This is where my boy's from, right here, Randall. Randall's Avenue with it, y'all. Ready. boys is from here, wanted to see the area, so here we go. The books, this is one for the books, literally. This is for the books, baby. Rest in peace again to everybody in the cemetery. That's another cemetery. Rest in peace. Happy holidays. Stay safe, my people. Eat a lot of good food, but don't gain a lot of weight. You know what I mean? Hit that Peloton. You got one. Not just walk, man. Walk. Speed camera. Anything over 25 miles an hour, it'll send you a ticket to the crib. You know the vibes. Right, the lechon. I know everybody knows what lechon is. Even if you're not Puerto Rican, you know what that pernil and that lechon is and what it does. And if you mess with pork, welcome to Thrive's Neck Randall Houses, ladies and gentlemen. People be looking at me crazy, you heard this? Just doing all these wild. I'm acting like a cat. People behind me are like, what the hell are you doing? But yeah. This is the Thrive's Neck section of the Bronx. You know what I mean? A lot of houses on this side. A lot of buildings over here, but once you get to the end over there, we used to come over here and ride the dirt bikes in Whitestone until Trump made it the golf course. Once Trump made it the golf course, it was a wrap for us. But we used to literally come right here and get ready. This was all like dirt, you know what I mean? Ready. Nothing but love, my brother. But yeah, we used to come back here and tear this up until Trump decided to put that golf course, and that's it. It was a wrap after that. Yeah, we were coming offload right here. Man, those were the good old days. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that's what we used to do. Now you're ready. It's bike life. Everybody's on the street with it. Like, they don't care about the cops. That, you know. Now there's people don't ride in New York. You don't need dirt to ride a dirt bike. You just need a dirt bike. You're gonna ride it everywhere and anywhere. And now you actually don't see it that much more because so many people are on scooters. But you figure you gotta be changing the gears on a dirt bike. On the scooter, it's all gas. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is This is East Tremont. We used to come here a lot. Bridges. A little spot here called Bridges. Get your little drink on and all that. You know, me too. Luckily, my friends had dirt bikes because, again, I didn't have my own. But again, you know, I knew how to ride, and my friends, you know, we had to take turns. But there was a few of them, so it'd be like 2 or 3 of us at the same time. There's another speed camera right there. Yeah, this is East Tremont. You know what? We're gonna go up towards Westchester Square. We'll go up towards Westchester Square. Then we'll keep on pushing down East Tremont. I'll go all the way back up East Tremont. Remember, we was just on East Tremont too. I was showing y'all the eateries and all that, and where you go shopping. There's how far East Tremont comes down. We're on Thrive's Neck in East Tremont. Used to be a Blockbuster over here. Remember, I was a little boy. My dad used to bring us to Blockbuster. I thought that was gonna be like that for life. Or the White Castle. it's still there. I've never seen a White Castle go out. You heard? All the White Castles that you remember, like the one on Fordham Road is there. The ones on Webster are there. The one here is still here. Word. I haven't seen that, and you know what else, bro? You know what I've never seen go out of business ever here in my whole life? A Chinese food store. I've never seen a Chinese food store ever shut their doors down. There go the cops. The same Chinese food store that I was going to when I was a kid is still there. My kids are growing up. You know, eventually they'll be men and women, and the stores will still be there. With the same people. not the same people. Not the same people. Same family. Same family. They do not get rid of them. Word. Imagine, right, as I'm driving, I haven't driven down here in a little while. Imagine as I'm driving down here, the White Castle's gone. Be like, well, yeah, heck yeah. Western beef. Remember, the Western beef is new because there used to be Pathmark. Pathmark got taken out. Pathmark got taken out. And they became either Western beef or Stop and Shop. Either or. But yeah, imagine that, right? I'm over here talking about, yeah, they never go out. They never go out. Yeah, guess what's out? Hey, be careful. I remember I used to come here to get the RC cars. Again, I thought that was going to be like that for life. And it's crazy. Because I used to come here for the Bruckner RC hobbies. I'm big into the RCs and all that. And they gone. And it's like, oh my God. You know, now, the only hobby store we have is Redline on Webster. And they good. Redline is good, but this had more, it was bigger, you feel me? Had more to choose from. But I got some little RC cars that do like 100 miles an hour. You know, we drag race them and all that. We do it like, you know, again, I can't afford a real race car, keeping it all the way a buck. I can't afford a proper race car. But again, like this is, I'll show you. I'll go live one day when we're out there. And this is for money. I've been in places, not me, but I've been in places where they've competed and the pot is $21,000. We're talking about an RC car, a remote control car. And that's small. This is just us here. Imagine, because this is all over. This is, you got fans that love the RC cars. There's a fan for everything. I'm noticing here. You start a YouTube channel tomorrow about pickles, and you'll have 100,000 followers of people just like you that like pickles or that like whatever it is. This world is crazy, yeah. But yeah, you know, everything is changing. Some for the better, some for the worse. Right. We're in a bit of a pickle. You know what I mean? Where I was seeing the other day, you know, I was watching it live. The lady was sleeping. First, joint had like 300,000 people watching her sleep, and I'm like, yeah, both things. How is this happening? So I think I'm trying too hard. You heard? I gotta stop driving. What I'm doing right now requires too much. I was seeing these people that do the ooh woo. Bro, I'll be like, nah, you lying. You lying. They ooh-wooing. And people are in the chat. Hours on end. I'm like, you lying, bro. I'm trying to show y'all New York. I figured some people will want to see that. Like, they don't care about that. You know what I mean? I guess I'm going to start driving. You ask me a question, that's how I'm going to answer it. What? And this 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". The amount of times I hear 6'7" in a day in New York City. You would not believe it, ladies and gentlemen. The cops are there. Remember, I gotta stay behind them, because if they see me on this live stream, it's gonna be 6'7" for your boy. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's when you know you're getting old, man. When you don't understand what they're saying, and everything is just like Charlie Brown. The way Charlie Brown, you know, the way the adult will sound. Wah, 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 wah. That's how you know you're old, man. The countership is going down. 6'7", 6'7". Oh look, the algorithm picked it up. A couple of more people jumped. We getting closer to the White Castle, people. Let's see if it's still there. I'm talking about they don't go out. White Castle never goes out. They don't take the White Castle. Listen to me. I'm from the Bronx. They don't take them out. God, they don't take them out. We're gonna see right now if they don't take them out. Africa, what's up? I'm from the Bronx, my brother. From the Bronx, New York. We just driving around aimlessly. I gotta go to my mom's, well, actually my sister's house. Well, my mom's is staying there. Either way, we're in the Bronx, New York. I'm trying to see if the White Castle is still open, which I'm sure it is. I'm gonna die on the hill saying that. They don't close down the White Castles. I'm from the Bronx. Listen to me. They don't close them down. Not in the Chinese food stores. They don't close them. So, you see right now, you heard books? Another one for the books. Oh God. Oh yeah, still there, still there. The flag is still, they're still flying their flag, you heard? Come get that crave case. The I mean the 20 original sliders is $19.99. Jesus Christ, $1 a burger. We in Westchester Square. Hopefully there's no cops around. They will pull you off that. But yeah, I told you, they don't close them. They don't close them, bro. That and the Chinese stores, they don't close them. Word up, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna show you all that. I'm gonna show you the summer. I'm gonna show you the winter. If you tune in, if you subscribe, that's the only way you can see it. I'm gonna show you all seasons here in the Bronx, in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, in Queens, in New York, And again, you know, I turn on this camera sometimes. I'm in Virginia, I'm in Puerto Rico, I'm in Mexico, I'm wherever I'm at, I'm gonna just start turning it on. I never used to, but now I am. You feel me? So you'll see how it is in the summer. You'll see how it is in the winter. You'll see in the day, you'll see in the night. I work 4 to 12, so normally I get on at midnight. Not normally, I just get on. I'll get on in the afternoon. I get on at midnight. I get on whenever. Today's my day off. Giving y'all my whole life story. Y'all want my social, let me know. But yeah, I'll show you how it is out here. And everywhere else I travel, because again, you know, I could travel Puerto Rico the way I'm traveling New York right now. I know Puerto Rico enough that I don't need, you know what I mean? I'm gonna show you. The weather, my fault, my brother, it's 52 degrees, it's nice out. It's nice, it's warm, it's sunny. It's good. Yesterday it was cold. Today, I wouldn't tell you to be in a t-shirt, but you can get away with a sweater today. I'll be seeing some people in shorts still that I'm like, wow, they brave for that. I appreciate y'all too, man. The people that are here, again, happy holidays. Stay safe, man. A lot of craziness going on. A lot of BS going on. Again, look, a Florida plate. I'm telling you, you're gonna see everybody here right now. New York is the melting pot. Everybody's coming in for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. I'm telling you, you're gonna see what it is. I'm gonna post that video a little later too of me when I was in downtown and all that. Word. That's a fact. You know it. You know it. You know. They out here, man. Even the people jogging, I be seeing people with the joggers be like, oh, you wow, my boy. In a tank top with the shortest shorts in the world. You know? Like, yeah, I feel alive. Like, bro, I'm cold. What are you talking about? I feel alive. But yeah. This is still East Tremont, by the way, guys. We're gonna be pulling up on Parkchester. That's another main. Not another main. A lot of people. I'm on Facebook. I'm on one of those Bronx pages, and for some reason or another, Parkchester comes up a lot on that page. And I'm like, damn, people love that. Everybody here is serious because everybody's got their own thing going on. You feel me? You know, so crazy though. Even though you might see us with a face on, if you were to ask us for something, this is how New Yorkers are. I'm gonna complain and argue with you the whole time, but I will help you. I'll help you fix your flat. You heard? I'm just gonna complain like, yo, you got a jack? No. How you don't got a jack? Why you don't got a jack? You know what I mean? I'm gonna help you because I have a jack to jack up your car and all that. But that's what New Yorkers. That's how we are, man. We're gonna complain about the situation, but we will help you. We're helpful. And again, you know, we may look serious and all that, but a head nod will get you a head nod back. What's up will get you a what's up back. And you'll be like, damn. Same in Puerto Rico. You go to Puerto Rico, everyone in Puerto Rico is respectable. You sitting down eating, everybody's gonna tell you, you know, enjoy your meal. Like, again. But like everything else, you stir it up. You stir up the wrong pot, you know how that goes. But yeah, we look serious, but again, you know, don't let the serious look intimidate you. But also remember, you know, don't take my kindness for weakness, because the intimidating look is not just a look. Like everybody, again, don't poke the beast. You know what I mean? Some people might get away with going up and petting a bear. You know what I mean? But you know what that bear will do if he wants to. You feel me? Or a deer or anything for that matter. Again, but like I'm saying, like I've been telling people, come over here, man, come visit. Everything here is fine. You're not gonna get into nothing as long as you ain't looking for nothing. You feel me? If you're looking for something, then you're gonna find that. But if you're looking to have a good time, you're coming to eat, you're coming to have a, you know, you coming to shop over here. Bro, don't nobody care about. This is what I'm saying. You go win the mega millions here and live in the projects with the millions in your account, and nobody will care about what you got going on. I don't care that you got, you know what I mean? What I got going on, I got going on. I don't care what you got going on. You know, you don't see too many of those Karen videos happen here in New York, because don't nobody care. Like, you trying to come into the building and, boy, come in or not, and you know what I mean? Like, this is different here. Weekends are off limits, no one works or has weekends off. Yeah, no, the cops are everybody's problem here, man. And again, you know, it's like everything, right? There's some good and some bad. There's some good and some bad. Some of them you'll have an interaction with and you'll be like, man, you're not, you know. But you know, all this stuff going on with ICE and all that too, you know, a lot of people's paperwork that isn't in order. You know, it's spooky out here right now for them. You feel me? I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, because I don't agree with none of that, because a lot of the people that are here, they working. Again, listen, if you're in New York, the one thing that you got to know about being in New York City, whether you're in the Bronx and Brooklyn, Manhattan, wherever you at, you need to hustle here. You know, a 9 to 5, your regular job, that's cool, but you need to do something besides that. You feel me? This is a hustle here. So you need to, you can't be here on some, sitting around. So the people that are here that are getting deported by ICE and all that stuff like that, these people are working. 90% of those people are working. That is like, they hustle. Again, this is not what you think it is. You feel me? Some people think that, again, they show you what they want to show. Is what I'm saying. People are on the clipping culture, so they're gonna show you all the violence, the rats, the this, the that. Bro, New York City is not just rats and this and that. Could we be cleaner? Yes, we definitely can. But there's just so many people out here that don't care to litter. They don't care. They're gonna throw something on the floor. It's the bad thing. I'm gonna cut through here, even though it might be a mistake. This is 180th. More is coming up. Van Ness. Shout out to B&B Auto Parts. When I had Honda Civics, I was there. Oh my God. Twice a week. I still love the Honda Civics, but again, I don't do that no more because I need reliability. They reliable until start doing all the hop-ups and all that. But either way, my bad, I can't read the comment at the current moment. Of course, to Van Cortlandt. I'm responding to that because I seen it quickly. Once I stop at this light, I'll read your comment. This is new too. This wasn't here. This building here. This is the waterfall park. Let me see. I'm gonna back up a little. I'm gonna show you right now. This is the waterfall park. This is in the Bronx, ladies and gentlemen. We call it the waterfall park, and this is the reason we call it the waterfall park. Again, this is where I grew up at. Bronx, Yonkers. Let me zoom in real quick. This is the Bronx. It's a little park, you know what I mean? This is West Farms. Again, tell me the Bronx ain't beautiful, bro. Here, they only chase criminals or people committing crime, not just other people. Man, that's crazy, huh? That's crazy that they're not stopping, you know what I mean? It's, bro, corruption is just, you know how it goes, bro. It's all over the place. But yeah, it's not, I don't think there's a park in the Bronx that I have not hung out in, you know? I used to go to Van Cortlandt a lot because some of my friends they were like in competition for handball and all that. I don't know if you ever play handball. But damn, it looked like they closed Lambert completely. Lambert houses look like it's completely shut down. Yeah, I don't think there's not one park. But Van Cortlandt, again, big for handball. Used to do a lot of tournaments there. Yeah, crime is like, it's a part of life. It's sad, but crime is a part of life. And again, for some reason, it seems to ramp up during the holidays. Look at green light. Green light. Your boy's just sitting there. What is he doing? He's a cab. He's trying to get that fare. The lady's trying to cross the street. He's trying to give her a ride across the street. Que joderse, en verdad. But yeah, we'll be right back where we started. Mohegan. We're back on Southern Boulevard. Bronx to the right of us. Did a whole big circle. Yeah, again, Orchard Beach, handball right here on Crotona. They got the little handball. They had the handball on courts too. Everywhere. here, man. Again, thank you for everybody who tuned in and stayed to watch a little bit of the Bronx, you know what I mean? A quick little drive-through, a little quick 2-hour drive-through. But happy holidays to everyone, man. Again, stay safe, be safe, have fun, enjoy your family. Again, you know, it's crazy, but some of them and some of us won't be here for the next Thanksgiving. Feel me? That's just life. I'm not trying to damper any moods. Just being realistic. So again, don't take advantage, but take advantage. You know what I mean? Don't take advantage of your people, but take advantage of your people. You know how I mean it. Take advantage, you know. Play the board games. You know, you get it. Do the family thing, man. Take the pictures with the ugly sweaters and you're ready. Thank God for another one. Happy holidays. Thank you for tuning in. Much love, much respect to everybody. If I'm from Africa, can you describe for me the Bronx? Suburb or urban, city, just hood? It's a mix, my brother, you heard? Everything you just said there is a mix of it all. It's literally a mix. I could take you to Riverdale where they got private streets and those are multi-million-dollar homes. You feel me? Then I could take you to 149th and 3rd Avenue where a lot of the people are on drugs over there. You know, the hood is everywhere. You know what I mean? The hood is everywhere around us. This is the hood. We're in the hood. You know what I mean? But it don't mean that you can't come through here. You feel me? You come through here right now, you walk through here, you go in that store, you'll get a juice or whatever. And keep pushing and you'll be fine. And that goes for anywhere. Again, I've traveled to a couple of places. In the same way that I've gone, I've returned, thank God, through the graces of God. But I haven't gone there like, you know, like I was a gangster or, you know, like I couldn't be. Again, it's all respect. It's all respect. And again, I'm Puerto Rican. Where I come from, we're heavy on respect. If you listen to news about Puerto Rico and all that, there's a lot of bad stuff that happens over there. It'll scare you from going over there. And look at all the people that have gone there, have never been there, have gone there the first time, and they're like, oh my God, I had a great time. It was beautiful. It was, again, the code applies to the world. Respect. Respect the culture, respect the people, and you'll go and you'll come the same way. You feel me? Don't be out here acting like, you know, you're bigger than anybody, because you know, that bigger somebody's always there. You know what I mean? Bigger, badder dude or dudette is always around the corner, you know what I mean? So, again, live, love, laugh, right? And like I said, right now is the perfect time. We got the holidays upon us. If you're blessed enough to have a family, you know what I mean? But even if you're fighting with them, this is the time. This is the time to make up, you know what I mean? Get together. Yeah, I got it. But yeah, I'm gonna just ramble to two hours. You heard? Another 4 minutes. Cause I mean, why cut it off at 1:55? Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Oh, that wasn't for me. Employment is good, bro. Look, there's construction everywhere. You can get a job anywhere. It's just, do you want? This is what I'm trying to say. That again, I go back to the ICE thing. The people that they're deporting are people that are working. There's people here that are just sitting and want to collect. You feel me? I say this all the time. The people that are from here that have the papers, you know, the papers that everyone wants, they just sitting around doing nothing, smoking, drinking, doing nothing. You feel me? And then the people that are coming here to work, that are working to send money back to their country, to their wherever they're from, those are the people getting deported. So it's like, you know, it's like, come on, you gotta be a human. You know what I mean? That has to bother you if you're a human. Some people be like, oh, I don't care about that. Get them out of here. Let them work. And they were working. But again, you know, I'm not here for politics. That's a whole different can of worms. I ain't even trying to touch that. You feel me? I can't see anything right now because the sun is in my eye. But yeah, I don't do politics. Again, you know, that's another thing too. Here in New York, and I'm sure this is anywhere. Here in New York or anywhere else, a debate like who's better, Drake or Kendrick Lamar, can turn into a fist fight, into a gun battle. You know what I mean? Like anything nowadays or anytime. People just get so passionate about stuff like, no, my football team is better than your football team. It's like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's why nowadays I've gotten more to the type, you know, I've gotten more to the point that you be like, the sky is green, and I agree with you. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't need to, you know, I know that it's blue, but if you're saying it's green, okay, it's green. It's not gonna change the fact that it's blue and that I'm gonna keep on pushing. But I was about to say, yo, that is not my car, but it's that little scooter. Word. Can't see nothing. The light is in my eye. Let me see what it says. You say it's hard getting papers to come to America and find. I wouldn't know, my brother, honestly, because I'm from here. You feel me? I would assume. I mean, nothing is hard. I mean, sorry. Pause on that too. You're ready. Nothing is impossible. If you want to make something happen, you'll make it happen. Nothing is impossible. You just gotta take those steps. What steps those are, I don't know, because again, I'm from here, so I don't know, you know, what steps you to take. But you definitely, if you get over here, you'll get a job, bro. I'm telling you, not nobody. A lot of people here don't want to work. A lot of people here want to get the free ride because the government gives. And I was never that lucky. When 2020 happened, you know, a lot of people were getting paid, you know, like, I don't even know the amount, but I know I was upset because I was working in construction and I wasn't working and I didn't get unemployment. But people on unemployment were living better than people that were still working. So it's like, you know, I've never reaped none of the benefits. But either way, getting a job is really not that hard if you want to work. Even if you don't want to work, people are looking for workers, so they'll hire you, even if they end up firing you because you didn't show up. But again, you know, you can get a job easily once you come over here, because again, people that are not from here, I've noticed they come here and they take any job, anything. Things that I wouldn't work and a lot of people from here wouldn't work, and you know what they do? They take that money and they stack it away, and then they end up purchasing either, let's say, a car or a cab or whatever it may be. They end up with a business, long story long. And you know, they got everything going for them that I'm here, I end up working for them. But it's like, check that out. You feel me? So again, you know, leave people alone. Again, this is the melting pot. There's a little bit of everything here. And again, we don't care. We don't care what you are, what descent you are, what nationality, what, you know what I mean? I don't care. The only time I care is if, you know, if I have to care. If you're doing some messed up things on the streets to a woman or a child or something like that, and you know, again, everything is not a recordable moment, so you know, you guys see the viral things, but sometimes things happen that, you know, the camera wasn't present, but you know, the streets reacted in a way that, again, you know, some of us are not with the abuse. So, you feel me? Alright, it's 2:01, man. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it. Again, thank you everybody who joined in, who stood in and all that. I appreciate you guys and gals and everyone. Thank you. I'm gonna get off now so I can finally get to my mama's house before she calls me. Man, thank you again. Happy holidays. Be safe. I'll be back on here again, so subscribe if you want to hear me rant. You know what I mean? And again, so I can show y'all the Bronx. Show y'all, you know what I mean? What we do, how we do, how the summer is, how the winter is, how the traffic is, all that. So I'm about to drive onto the back of this truck, and you're ready. Holla at your boy. Peace.